Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alisa. Recently my coworker asked me, Alisa, how are you always in such a good mood and how are you able to maintain a certain mindset all the time? And I didn't really think about that before until he mentioned it, and it's definitely a formula, it's definitely a lifestyle, and it's definitely something that I had to work on over time. I wasn't born this way. Naturally, I find a lot of things funny, and usually I'm the first one laughing at a lot of things, but the fact that I'm able to bounce back from stressful situations very quickly, that was a choice that I made a long time ago. So the formula for happiness for me, it's gratitude. So I want to talk about gratitude, so being grateful, why that's important. Another thing, I want to talk about whether the grass is actually greener on the other side, and things such as relationships that we have with coworkers, friends, and our intimate relationships, and how gratitude plays a role in that. So the first one, what is the recipe to happiness and how is it grateful? Think about when you are really, really happy already. You're in a good mood, everything's working out. When that happens, everything's amazing. You like everything. The color of the sky is perfect. Whether it's raining or not, it's great. The color of your nails is perfect. The color of your house is perfect. Your coworker who's being a little bit rude to you, he doesn't even bother you. You see the positive in everything, and you choose to see the positive in everything, and you're almost grateful for everything around you. So the opposite is true as well. If you want to be happy, start being grateful for things around you. So if you're in a bad mood, the best thing is be present, so become mindful. So look at your situation. Where are you at right now? So if you're driving in your car and you realize you're in a terrible mood, so you're driving and you're looking at your hands. Okay, well, this is what I would be thinking if I'm trying to get into a better mood. I have clear skin, I like the color of my skin, I like my nails, they're done, they look good, my car's clean, everyone's following the road signs, just anything, absolutely anything that you can think of. That's what you would focus on, and you would say, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for the fact that I have clear skin, I'm grateful for the fact that I'm healthy, I'm grateful for the fact that I can breathe on my own right now. Little things that we take for granted that you wouldn't think of thinking and you wouldn't be grateful for until it's taken away, which I think is a huge unfortunate thing, that we only are grateful for things once they're taken away. So we'll talk about that again in a moment when it comes to relationships and how to maintain them longer and how to keep the honeymoon stage last for years and years with gratitude. So when you love everything, you're happy. When you're happy, you love everything. It's a formula. So just start saying what you're grateful for. And if you want to make this a permanent thing in your mind, the best way to reprogram your mind is either first thing in the morning or right before you fall asleep. When you wake up, there's so many studies showing that you're still in a state of mind where you can receive information. You can still be imprinted in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is that part that runs 90% of who you are. And the reason why you want to start being grateful for things around you is because apparently we have around 60,000 thoughts, individual thoughts every single day, and 75% of every single one of those thoughts are negative. That sucks. And that's horrible and unfortunate, and no wonder so many bad things are happening in our lives if all we focus on is the negative, because whatever we think about, more of that happens. Regardless of whether you believe in that or not, it's the way it works. If you just think about it, it's just a fact. Like gravity, you jump up, the earth will pull you down. Whatever you focus on, you're gonna get more of that, and that's true. I've tried it myself when I first started learning about this. And thank God it's that easy. Thank goodness that all you have to do is focus on what you want and you get more of that. And then that also proves the fact that you are the creator of your own reality. And again, thank God you are in control and not someone else. If you want to be somewhere else, focus on where you want to be. Don't focus on where you are now. So if you want a new job, but you want a better job, there's actually a formula for that to do that. So if you want a better job, you think about the things that you like about your current job and start being grateful for them, because the only way you can get more is if you vibrate in a frequency of gratitude towards those things. Because the things that come into your life are based on the vibration that you give off, which is your emotions basically. So if you feel grateful towards the fact that your work is 20 minutes away from home, you can wake up in the morning at 8, roll out of bed, and you can be at work at 9. Whoever can wake up that early and get ready that fast, I think it's you gentlemen that are lucky like that. What else would you like about work? You get along with all of your coworkers, you make really good money, but what you don't like, let's say you really don't like your manager and that really affects you. Well, in order for your next job to have all the things that you like, but you will also have a better manager, you must be grateful for the fact that work is really close to home, the fact that you get along with your coworkers, the fact that and you have to start being grateful for your manager right now, which is really weird, but please try it, because when you are grateful for your manager right now, you are vibrating that you get along with your manager. So when you start looking for another job, you will get along with this job that you end up taking. You will get along with a manager there. That's huge. So if you want to be grateful in the future for something that you're going to get, you must be grateful for where you are right now. That is a formula, that is a fact. It's been tested by me, by so many other people if you watch on YouTube, and it's true. Is the grass greener on the other side? Again, it depends on your perception. And can it be more greener? Yes. But if all you do is complain about where you're at right now, you think the grass is greener. But once you get there, if you're complaining, aka you're putting vibes out about how you don't like about whatever you're in right now, your next situation will be almost the same. And this is seen in relationships. If you keep dating almost the exactly same person, they look different, but they treat you the same way. So easy to change that. What are you focusing on when you're in a relationship? If you want to get a new relationship, what are you focusing on if you're single? If you want to get the right relationship, what are you focusing on in the singles that you meet or the people that you meet? And something that I used to do is I would, because I knew that the person that I was going to have in my life, they will have certain qualities, and those qualities will depend on what I focus on. So when I would meet up with my girlfriends, and then when they would bring out their boyfriend, I would focus purposely on the qualities that I liked in him, and then the qualities I liked in him, the qualities I like in my manager, in this person, so that when I met people in my environment, they would have a combination of all the things that I liked. And every time I would notice something that I don't like, I would try to stop right away, because I'm consciously creating my reality by saying, okay, try to ignore that. I don't like it, but I'm not gonna give too much emotion to it, because then it'll add. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive emotion. Anytime you give attention to something, you're gonna get that. And finally, relationships and the honeymoon stage. So I think it's so sad that people say, oh, the honeymoon stage lasts for 9 months and then things start to fall apart, and it was so amazing at the beginning and it wasn't like this now. This is so easy to fix with gratitude. Again, think about when you first met your partner, your boyfriend or your girlfriend. The first time they did something nice for you, you were so grateful and it made you so happy. And then they did it again, because they saw how you reacted, and they like you. They want to make you happy. They want to be that person that makes you happy. So every time they do something nice and you said, oh, that's so amazing, thank you so much, or you give them a kiss or a hug, or they just see the excitement in your face, they want more of that. It feels good to them. But then they do that same thing the 4th time, and you got used to it. You're like, yeah, I know, I expect it. And then you notice over time they stop doing that thing that they used to do at the beginning. But you know why they stopped? Because you stopped being grateful for it. Because they didn't feel that same gratification from doing it, so they stopped. And then you wonder what went wrong, and they wonder what went wrong. You stopped appreciating the little things that you do for each other. So how to fix that? Next time, it's positive and negative reinforcement. You don't punish someone, you just, when they do something that when they do something that you don't like, you don't say anything, you just let it go. But when they do something that you really like, they bring you a coffee. Thanks, babe, that's so nice. I was just thinking about the coffee. Thank you. How easy was that? Not only do you feel good for saying thank you because you actually feel grateful, they feel good. And guess who's gonna bring you coffee again tomorrow and the next day? You want them to take out the garbage. Just a typical idea. when they finally take it out, genuinely, no matter how many times you had to ask them to do it, remember, they feel unappreciated probably, because if you guys are on the honeymoon stage and you assume that once the honeymoon stage is over, things aren't good, just, it doesn't matter how many times you asked. Don't be frustrated. Don't say, oh, you finally took out the garbage. What took you so long? No, don't. Once they finally take it out, say, thank you for taking it out. I appreciate it. That's it. That person's gonna be a little bit more likely to do that again. And you won't have to ask 3 times, you might only have to ask once. And then after that, that person will start doing it on their own, because you're gonna say thank you, and it feels good to be appreciated by that person that you have feelings for. So if you are in a place where things are falling apart, just start being grateful for things. And just that vibe of you being grateful for them without them even being there is enough for them to start changing their attitude. It's kind of like the story that you have. If you keep saying, they're ignoring my phone calls, they don't care about me, if you're saying that story, that will be your reality. You create your reality. That's something that I hope you've read about or watched in other videos, and maybe it's something that I will talk about in the future. But I really hope that it kind of goes home that gratitude is the answer to your physical happiness, literally, because happiness is an emotion, and an emotion is neurotransmitters that your brain releases. That's why, anyway, we'll go into that next time, but gratitude is a physical thing. It literally feels good, and so it's the answer to a lot of things. And I wish that you will take these into practice. And yeah, that's all I have for now. So have a great day. I hope you see a change. Have a good day.